That is literally them in their entire freaking group right now. Oh God. Oh no. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Good morning, everybody. Today, we're taking pictures of a surprise proposal. So a friend of mine hit me up recently and wanted me to go and take pictures when he was proposing because he wanted those memories, and that's it. So we're gonna go and take amazing pictures of him proposing at Honeymoon Island. Here's what we're packing for the day. I've got my Nikon Z9 here with a 70 to 200 millimeter and a 2x adapter. So if I have to be super far away, I can make this into a 140 to 400 millimeter. I do cut the aperture in half at that point. So instead of it being a 2.8, it'll be like a 5.6, which is totally cool. Especially at that distance with a beachy background. I don't think the big aperture is really going to make that big of a difference. I have a 24 to 70 that I'm going to be putting on this camera, the one that you're actually watching on now, because my goal is to actually set up this camera, mic him up, so that I can get a little video clip of it all happening as well. I developed this mic pack strap a couple years ago when I was doing like musical theater and stuff like that. I think it'll be useful because I can't have the Rode mic pack actually coming out of his shirt and having wires and stuff hanging, because that would be weird, and she would be like, what are the wires and why are you mic'd up and what's going on? So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna do a sticky to his chest to get the microphone right here under any clothing, and then I'm gonna have him put this on and I can put the mic inside of this pouch and hide the microphone in there. Then I'm bringing a charging block as a source of power in case anything goes wrong, my laptop charger, some SD cards, 2 batteries for the Z9 and all my SD cards for it. I'm bringing the GoPro Hero 9 with a tripod stand thing and an extra battery for that. And then I'm also bringing my laptop. This camera, obviously, with the 14 to 24 millimeter 2.8 lens on it and a GorillaPod, which is what I'm using to vlog right now and have this arm. But with all that being said, I've got about 15 minutes left until I have to go, so let's get ready. Totally not sponsored, probably never will be, but this Peter McKinnon bag is an absolute workhorse. I found a killer deal on it. Like, somebody was selling one for $180 for the bag and the pop-up, like, unfolding, I don't know what the bag is called, but for both of them, like $180. Usually it's like 500 bucks, but if you can afford it, it's an absolutely spectacular bag. Can't forget this just in case. Right, so I am here. So like I said before, because it was completely blown out, I need to find a place that I think isn't too thick, because people can sometimes get a little touchy about you being like in the wildlife or in the bushes at a beach. So I need to find a spot that's not super crazy as far as like the density of the woods, but isn't super open either, because I need to obviously be hidden. I think that like that looks pretty good over there, honestly. Let's check this out and see what we think. Alright, so that's what I was talking about. Let's see. So that's gonna be a problem. This is a protected environmentally sensitive area, disturbance by humans. Yeah, I would imagine this probably includes these mangroves as well. I'm gonna get my stuff set up so we can just rock and roll, and let's see what happens. They should be here like basically now. And then we're gonna set it up and see what's going on. Alright, so I just went through and explored the beach a little bit with Caden. Caden's his name, I don't know if I ever said that in this video. I explored the beach with him a little bit. We found this great area in which I'm gonna be hiding. They're gonna do a mini photo shoot first that is like them. That's all the reason that they're coming in. That's the story, is that they're coming to take pictures at the beach for her hair page. She's a hairstylist, so they're coming to take pictures of her hair page. And from there, they're going to say that they have to get changed. They're gonna leave. He's gonna walk with her down a little bit to here, where this stuff is, and be right out there when he proposes. And that's the idea, that's the goal. It's gonna be fun, it's gonna be interesting. I think I'm gonna hide right back here. It seems like the best place. It's kind of, I don't know, hide. All right, so I think I found a decent spot right over here where I'm gonna set the camera down. I already tried to set it down, it's all sandy, it's disgusting. but where I'm gonna set the camera down and hopefully be able to record everything that's happening. And I don't know, at this point it's just a waiting game. I don't know really what's gonna happen. I'm already sweating my butt off. The sun is beaming down on me right now. It's just gonna be crazy. Okay, that is literally them in their entire freaking group right now walking down here. Oh God, oh God. Oh shoot. Oh no. Oh. Oh shit. Oh no. I told him not to come down here. Fucking tree. Oh. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh God. She better not see me. I see them. I see them. I see them. I see them. You just almost ruined the whole thing. Oh, I'm covered in sand now. There's so much sand. Oh, I'm gonna have to clean my camera out after this. Ow. This is sawgrass. Urgh. Okay, so I just had to ask a woman who was setting up literally right where we were gonna take the pictures. I had to ask her to move. I was like, this is super weird, but they're gonna propose like right where you're at and I can't have you there. That was so crazy. Oh, I've never had to do that before. I hope I never have to do it again. It was uncomfortable. She was like, she's like, you scared the shit out of me. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. All right, I see two of them walking back and I think they're grabbing their stuff because they're gonna go and, aw, she's hugging him. Wait, he just looked down at his phone. I wonder if he's texting me because he walked away from her. The girls are taking their time. I can tell. They're gonna leave after one more picture. All right, this is it. Oh, there's a bunch of sand spurs right there. Thank God I didn't sit in a pile of those. Oh, that would have been so nasty. Okay, come on. It was successfully done, ladies and gentlemen. Massive success. They had no idea I was there. Pictures came out decent. He had turned a little bit. He had turned a little bit too far, so unfortunately it was hard to see his face, and her back was to me entirely, so I wasn't able to see hers at all. So didn't get the photos that I had in my head, but still got good photos regardless. I think they're gonna be thrilled because I did capture the moment. Just it was really great. It was super sandy back there, obviously because we're on a beach, so crouching back there was really difficult, but we got it. Now we're gonna go to lunch and let's edit those images. All right, let's edit those pictures that I just took. Here's what I've already done. I created a Lightroom catalog inside of the photo folder. So what I did was I created a folder for their stuff, came in here and created a photo folder and created a raw folder, edited an LRCat folder. So the LRCat folder is for the Lightroom catalog, raw is for the raw images, and edited is for the edited pictures that we are about to create. What I've already done is I've imported all of the images. Turns out I took just over 2,100 images because I was just holding the shutter button down the whole time. And I went through and narrowed them down by 1 star to 111 images, and then I narrowed it down even further with 2 stars to 49. So I imported the images and then went through and rated them 1 star and then rated them 2 star to sort it down all the way to just 49 images in total. So just 1 or 2 images from each spot or each different like pose or look or whatever. Just I wanted each image to be super unique. I didn't want a ton of repeats. So that's what we're doing. I'm gonna edit this beach photo first. So this is him down on one knee, about to. I think he is actively proposing to her. Unfortunately, her back was turned to me the whole time, which I didn't have a ton of control over. But it's okay. We're gonna make it work regardless. So, oh, AI-powered noise reduction. That is dope. They just introduced that, by the way. I'll be making a video on that pretty soon because I haven't explored it yet, but I really, really want to. Anyway, I'm going to go into here, and I'm just going to start by cropping Homeboy over here out. I'm going to do this. I think I want to put them kind of in the lower third, like that. Yeah, just a little bit lower. I could even zoom in a little bit more, I imagine. Bum. Putting them in the lower third. Bum, bum. Second thing is he threw this thing on the ground, and I want to take that out. Let's see, we're in the right one, right? No, we're in freaking clone. I don't want clone, I want heal. Healing. That's better. But I don't actually want it there. I want it to be right there. Okay. I imagine that probably looks decent. Decent-ish. All right, now let's actually go into our basic correction. So I'm going to correct for white balance. I think I'm going to do it on her dress because it looks pretty white right there. Nope, it's not going to let me do that. All right, that's a little bit blue for me, but I'm going to actually do some basic just corrections here before I mess with the white balance too much, because I think what I'm going to want is going to change as I go on. So, okay, as I bring down the whites, I can get rid of a lot of those highlights. If I bring down the blacks, I can add some contrast and then dehaze. I want to see if I can get rid of even more. Yes, so I'm trying to like add clarity to the image by dehazing it and then sharpening the edges with clarity. Now, I'm going to use the tone curve here, and I'm actually going to just bring this down to add a boatload of contrast here. Okay, so let's check it before and after. So far, very happy. Now this is where, like I said before, I wanted to actually do some of the white balance stuff after I did those, because now what I'm actually wanting to do is changing, and I'll show you exactly why in just a second. Now what I'm thinking is that I want to remove some of the yellows from this image just because I want to make the sand as white as possible, and frankly, I mean, all it really does is get rid of some of the reflection in his glasses or some of the color in his glasses, which I'm okay with because they're actually really, really bright. So I might just want to... Oh, wait, wrong color. Sorry. I meant to grab yellow. There we are. And I think that that's going to be good if I reduce any greens, because I want to reduce all the green in the water. I'm going to take that, and then I want to make the greens like basically... I think aqua would be fine, just because. Okay, let's take a look here. Perfect. No, I'm not going to do that. Although I will make it just a little bit more blue, just for the sake of it being more blue. I don't know. Let's take a look here. What should I do? Printer's printing. All right. Now I think I do want to change some of that white balance stuff. So I think I might actually want to make it a little bit warmer. Oh, that's kind of nice. Hold on. Wait a minute. In a minute. I'm going to need this in a minute. All right, anyway. Oh, yeah, that warmth is kind of nice. Before, after, before, after. Okay. I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing so far. Let's make it work. All right. I'm actually going to enable profile corrections really quick from my lens. I was using the 70-200, and that did a pretty good job. Okay, sharpening. I'm going to just, because I can, I'm going to increase the sharpening. And let's mess around with some color grading just for fun. What could I do? What could I do? A little bit more blue there, a little bit more orange in the highlights. I don't really want it to be pink, so I want to move it away from the pinks. All right, let's take a look at just what this has done. I'm actually a little bit of a fan of this. Wait a second. What if I just like... Not great, but... I like it right about there. I'm not hating this image. I'm going to add a little bit of contrast here, exposure there, and I'm going to bring the whites down a little bit more, bring the shadows up or down, just down a little bit. And I think I'm all right with that image. Now, if I go over to here, there's a lot of more images like on the beach. So if I were to take this image and select it, and then choose every other image that was taken on the beach, which is pretty much all of them. Let's just select all of them and sync the settings and see what happens, because I don't know what's going to happen. So it's copying over all those settings right now. What I don't like is that the water looks like multicolor, and by multicolor I just mean like it looks like it doesn't. Okay, so I need to keep the greens in there, and I just need to change what color the greens are, which I've already done. I can't do that with the yellows because there we are. All right, aqua over. I'm going to keep it more blue. Okay, so it looks like I am going to have to end up keeping the greens in there just because of the water. So I'm going to resync all those settings, and we're going to take a look at exactly what it does. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. I need to get this out of all the pictures really quick. Aside from these tedious things, photo editing really is not that difficult. Like, as long as you understand what you're going for, which discovering your style is something that takes a little while and is hard for a lot of people. So if you're having trouble with that, don't worry about it. Don't stress. Lots of people have trouble figuring out like their style early on, and it leads a lot of people to be like, I'm just not good enough. No, you just haven't edited enough pictures. You'll be fine. You'll figure it out. So it's not that complicated. It's just these little tiny tedious things that make images better, or like take away distractions or whatever. Okay, so that's all the ones I had to remove from there. Let's just go through and do a quick check, make sure that we like how all of these turned out editing wise. I am not super thrilled with that. It's a little too dark, a little too red, and I don't like it. I think it may have been caused by the color grading, if I'm honest. Actually, no, I like what the color grading did. Color grading did make the image better. It's just not bright enough for me. I like bright. All right, and that's the session. Now, I'm gonna export these and deliver them to the client, but for just a moment on the screen, take a look at the images.